we can come to God. We have everything to gain. Hey, listen to this. You know what you will lose when you come to God in prayer? I guarantee you, this is what you're going to lose when you come to God. There is some loss, and you know what that is? Pride. Self-dependence. False confidence. There's a lot to lose when we come to God. And as we learn to lean on God, we don't want any of those things that we've lost back. And our strength will only get us so far. And when you've come to the end of your rope, and maybe you're here today and that's where you're at, man, I just so want to encourage you this morning. When we've come to the end of our rope, God's grace is there. When we've come to the end of ourselves, maybe, I don't know if you have, man, this week, I think I did 2 or 3 times. I got a lot going on like you, man. I'm living life, and it's just like, man, this is overwhelming. Lord, this is so much more than me. And it's so wonderful that we can come to our Father and pray, God, would you help me? And to know that he's like, you bet. To me, that just draws me to him. How about you? But it's hard sometimes, isn't it, though, our pride? You ever wrestle with some of that a little bit? You know what I mean? It's getting to that point. I wish, and maybe I'm doing better. Maybe you're doing even more better, for lack of a good grammar, more gooder, at coming to the end of yourself quicker. At maybe not even have to come to the end of yourself, but just realize, I just need your help, God. I don't have to shoot myself in the foot now to realize what it's like to have a foot that doesn't hurt. Lord, I can just come to you, and I can ask you for grace, and I can ask you for help. And not only this, not only will God help us to stand in our culture, to be a light for Jesus, but there's something powerful in Romans chapter 5, in verse 1, because of what Jesus did. Listen to this. Therefore, having been justified by faith, you're declared innocent before God because you believe in what Jesus did. In fact, you know what Jesus said in the Gospels? You want to hear something super cool? He says, in that day, he says, you're not going to just come and ask me. I'm paraphrasing here. He says, when you pray, the Father's going to answer your prayer because he himself loves you. And then he tells us why he loves us. Get this. This blows me away. Not because we're like super good and, man, I've done all this stuff and I've worked my way up and look at me. No, he says, he loves you because you love his son. He loves you because you love his hand stretched out to you to save you. God goes, oh, I love that. You believe me. You're taking me at your word. You know I love you. I sent my son. Oh, I love you. Not because we've done well or failed or just because we've believed. God goes, doesn't that just touch your heart? That's how God looks at us? And that's why he loves us? Because he is love? It's nothing on our part, it's everything on his part. We've just said yes to this beautiful invitation. God goes, love you.